By now, you've probably seen food trucks all around Charlotte. Well, there's another group of entrepreneurs starting to use the same model. Instead of shopping at a brick and mortar store for clothes, now you can find the latest fashion trends on a truck. Carolina Impact's Tanisha Johnson gives us details on what began as a business trend on the West Coast 7 years ago.
Fashion truck owner Carlene Sitterud strapped in for the ride of her life about 3 years ago, leaving a 9-to-5 job in the corporate world to start a clothing business, Curvaceous Closet. Bypassing the opportunity to open a brick and mortar, Sitterud told her husband she wanted a business on wheels.
You know, I want to do a fashion truck and just drive all over and do events and home parties, stuff like that.
And much to her surprise,
and he looked at me and he says, I think that's a great idea. And I'm like, oh, who are you? Because he is not like that at all. He's very practical.
So with his support and $39,000 out of pocket, her 165 square foot bread truck turned pink beast hit the streets of Charlotte within 30 days, catching lots of attention.
It's so funny because you get like 6 million stares because it's bright pink.
Tell right away that I was bad to the bone.
No matter where she goes, many of those stares turn to likes on social media, especially when she's sitting in rush hour traffic. And as nerve-wracking as it can be to get to her next gig.
And I actually just love the freedom of this job because if I don't want to work today, I don't have to. If I want to go out and park somewhere, I just can.
Outfitted with clothing racks, a dressing room, and a square for payment, things could not be better.
It's just becoming a hotter and hotter trend now. With a brick and mortar, you have to pay a large rent every single month, whereas a fashion truck, you have your upfront cost, but there's like no rent afterwards.
Not to mention, she doesn't have to hire or fire employees or be tied down to one location.
20 bucks.
And she gets to meet new people every day.
We have our large following, so where we are, they come, which brings economic growth to the city as far as retail and shopping. And so when they shop with us, they're gonna go across the street and they're gonna shop there. They might go to a club, you know, who knows? They make a day event out of it.
Carissa Strickland also owns a fashion truck business.
I used to have a brick and mortar boutique, but I like to travel and I like to do different events and festivals. So I just thought the idea of having a fashion truck was just really unique and cool.
Last year, Strickland and dozens of other business owners from Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina took part in Charlotte's first fashion truck rally.
It's really convenient, it's different. These are all different items that we don't get to see in Charlotte or at the mall or anything like that, so it's nice to have a variety.
So
do you have this in black?
No, I don't have any black left.
I think when you walk around, you get to meet like the owners of the stores. It makes you a little bit more motivated to shop their brand and shop the things they offer.
Shop
because
local.
You shop local, you know you're supporting the person that you're talking to, and it just gives you a lot more those feel goods.
Since business was strong in 2016, they're planning to hold another rally this year. When these entrepreneurs aren't helping customers, there's lots of other things they have to do. At night and on the weekends, they search for the latest styles to sell, balance the books, and plan the next event. Jahala McCall used to own a storefront business, but now operates off the hanger out of this truck.
At first, it was kind of like bittersweet because I liked going into the store. Now that I have my truck, it's paid for, so it's just maintenance. You set it up, and it's done.
I have a fitting room.
You have the convenience, and people just step in and shop.
On a good day, she sold as much as $1,700 in 6 hours. But the mother of 3 admits it's tough taking on the full financial responsibility of a business.
And it's been challenging sometimes because I don't have a business loan. It's just my money that I had when I was in corporate, and I used my 401k. I'm doing it on my own, and I don't have any debt with it.
Eventually, she wants to get her logo plastered on the side of her truck. But until then, she's happy working for herself as opposed to having a corporate job. She's also glad to show her kids how hard work pays off.
It's like letting them witness what I'm doing so that they can know that they can do it too, and that that's something that they should strive for, to have for themselves.
With her biggest cheerleaders by her side, McCall says she wouldn't trade it for the world.
I worked in fashion and I studied fashion, and that's what I really like. Like, this is really like where my heart is.
I wouldn't trade anything for the world. This is my dream.
And the reward of seeing one's dream grow into a successful business drives these entrepreneurs to work even harder. For Carolina Impact, I'm Tanisha Johnson reporting.
Thanks so much, Tanisha. According to the latest statistics from the American Mobile Retail Association, mobile retailers spend about 74% of their personal savings to get started, and it takes about 7 months to 2 years to